You are in the know with Eon Temple. Hey, in this video I'll be talking about meditation and the relevance that meditation has in your everyday life and how impactful this state of being can influence you and allow you to really rekindle and reconnect back to your natural state and frequency. So meditation is all about letting go and being in the present moment. So you want to first start off by just breathing in all of this energy, all of this good. You could say prana, the air, the actual oxygen that powers us, right? So it's about letting go and being aware of your surroundings. For example, I have a lamp on both sides of me, also represents the certainty and uncertainty of things, right? It's a duality in it. And just being aware of this allows yourself to reconnect and view your thoughts as these uncertain, and being aware of the uncertainty and certainty of your thoughts. So when you start to feel this uncertainty about where these thoughts are leading you, just view it as a stream, or like being in a plane. For those who have flown places and traveled before, you understand that, you know, you get on the plane and it's a bit turbulent, but in this turbulence, you realize that it's gonna level back out. You might have fears about what may happen while you're in it, but when you're able to reconnect, and when this turbulence is over, you realize that it was nothing to be fearful of after all. So I believe that a lot of our thoughts are just like that. Our thoughts, it can be seeming a bit rocky, but it's about how you bounce back and allow these thoughts to align you to where you need to go. Same thing is going with being certain. The certainty of these thoughts may make you feel secured, but in doing so, you might have ended up back to square one. So a lot of the times, having these uncertain thoughts allows us to grow as well. So the whole thing about being uncertainty and the panic effect of these thoughts, you have to let it run its course and let it flow out. Like, even when I'm talking, sometimes it may seem like, I may feel like, you know, it's not going where I want it to go, but having faith in that process, I think it works the same way as well. It's just allowing yourself to get into a flow state, a state of just cognition, of just awareness, right? So that's the main topic, is about being aware of what you perceive as good or bad, you know, the light and the dark, and understanding the good in both, and also being able to recognize that this darkness is really what you put the label onto it. So your perception of this darkness and of the light will influence the way you perceive other things. So being in a mental state of just realizing that these thoughts are just merely thoughts, and the energy you put behind it, whether into fear or into confidence, is what will determine your manifestation of these constructs, these ideas that come into your brain, right? So you want to first start by being aligned, being upright, and put yourself in a crisscross position with your legs. It represents like the pyramid, that allows yourself to be stable at the bottom and let the knowledge flow to the top. right? To the medulla, like the Isis symbol of water and the two snakes, if you know what I'm talking about. But allowing yourself to be aligned makes you perceive other things, and other things as well as your state of your surroundings and how that has an impact on your mental state. As within, so without, as above, so below. So basically, the way the environment is a lot of the times reflecting back to you, as your mental state is reflecting back to your environment. So you want to allow yourself to be really in tune with your environment and keep your environment in a way which reflects how you want your mental state to be, right? So a lot of the time you recognize this in meditation, that you have something out of place and it's just on your mind, right? It's just something that is just sticking out, but you might be lazy or you might not have the energy, right? But it's something that's bugging you. So it's a good thing to practice, putting things in its proper place and being organized. For sure, I've struggled in the past with organization. I'm still working on it, but it's something that I understand plays a crucial part in my life, and how it really affects me and others around me. Like my mom goes crazy if my room is untidy, as she should be. But it's about being aware of these things and put in the work, being aware of these things and doing the actual work to make your environment a reflection of yourself. Another thing is about confidence, right? So confidence and doubt, there's a thin line between that. They're actually the same but different in degree, right? So when you feel those negative thoughts, a lot of the time it's pushing you to have more confidence. It's pushing you to show you that these things that you're fearful of, you shouldn't really be fearful of them, and that you have the power within you to overcome it. And for those who don't realize that, you just gotta let go. You just gotta, just taking everything, taking your true purpose, taking these things that really make and these things that you really enjoy doing. And in doing this, you get a natural flow to it, you get a natural sync, and it allows you to grow and think of things you never thought of before, right? And recognizing that things we look at as bad and good is up to us. It's a choice. I remember in a J. Cole song, he said, the ending, if it's bad or good, is up to you. So it's really about what your ideals of life is. And then even in the Japanese, they knew a lot of things like feng shui, as I said, as within, without, as within, so without, the whole thing with the energy flowing in our surroundings and in our mental state, but also with the yin and yang, the opposing forces, right? In that circular formation, this energy always flowing around. You can't have one without the other. Understanding that the yin and the yang, they both have, and the yin is looked at as bad, but it's really the masculine energy. Yin is the dark, the black. Yang is the white. So these energies that are flowing, they can get misinterpreted depending a lot of the time the way that we're programmed by society to look at things as black and white, when those two things can be looked in as the same light but in different degrees. And in being observant and aware of this, you look at life in different ways. You understand that certain situations in life will allow you to grow, rather than to look at it just solely as a negative thing, or even the positive can be looked at as having negative aspects, right? A lot of the time when we get success in life, we don't learn, there's no real lessons we're learning. We're just learning that, oh, we want things to come easy. When the negatives, right, when you have failure, quote unquote, failures in life, it allows you to really see that you have the strength to overcome any obstacles and get back up on your feet, right? So it's about understanding that these thought forms, they really come to us as in directional points, like compasses, to really allow ourselves to be guided through any types of issues that we've suppressed in our lives. And in suppression, it's construction. These diamonds are being formed in us to really take on anything that we thought we couldn't do. So I just want to press upon my family, you guys, I love y'all, whether y'all really understand it or not, that it's important for us to really look at these things when we're meditating and not allow the fearfulness or any types of negative emotions to dictate the bliss that we should be receiving, that we will be receiving regardless. You just have to get to that point of just letting these things go and allowing yourself to flow.